afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you are joining us from in this beautiful, expansive world of ours. I'm Charlene. It's so good to be with you. Happy Solstice! 'Tis the day. 'Tis the day indeed. Tell us where you're joining us from. And if this is your first time joining us, when I say us, I mean, besides me, myself, and I, also my beloved husband, Jeremy, who always makes us look so good. Tell us where you're joining us from. Drop it in the chat. Say hello. Good morning, Jude. How are you? From Bend, Oregon. I think I missed somebody. Who was right before Jude? Hi, Janet. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. We're so glad to be here with you today. Are you guys having a good day so far? Drop some hearts in the chat. Tell me how good your day's going. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. I feel like it could be a little better. Let's see if we can't help retune a little bit. Yeah, solstice, it's an interesting time. It's a time moving towards a point of stillness before we move again, whether we're experiencing winter solstice here in the wintry wonderland of Florida, North America. We have to make our own snow. Or summer solstice with our friends in Australia. It's a time whenever we can come together and actually sit into this particular moment of stillness, whether it's because the world is whirling around us like it is in the summer, or if it's because it's coming to a point of halt so that we can complete an aspect of this thing we call a year, moving into our next season, our next phase. And for us in winter solstice, moving into this point of stillness. I feel like I'm ready to settle in for a long winter's nap. Are you with me? So Beth, good morning, good morning. Lisa Nanda, hello. How are you, my friend? How is Toronto? Oh, good. Yay, Ginger, good morning and happy solstice. Yes, Anna from Ohio. I love your exclamation mark. It's good to be where you are. Keep that in mind, always, no matter where you are. Hi, Bright. How the heck are you, my friend? It's so nice to see you. Oh, thank you. Yes, the background is lovely, isn't it? It's always good to have a little angelic support. And who doesn't love a happy deer? I love deer. They make me very, very happy. Jamie, good morning from London, and you just joined Insight Timer. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you found both Insight Timer as well as us. I hope you feel very embraced and welcomed by our beautiful community here. And I have to tell you, I'm so proud and so delighted and so humbled by the amazing souls who choose to join us and the bowls during this time. So everybody, make her feel right at home. Jamie, right? Yes, Jamie. Jamie. Could be either gender there. Forgive me if I misspoke on the gender. The chat in front of me is little tiny, and anytime new comments come in, it's constantly moving. So these things happen. I appreciate your grace. But it's really nice to meet you, Jamie. I'm glad you're here. Kimberly, good morning. I'm the snow queen. That's funny. Aren't we all? Good morning, Jane with a Y from Northern California. Charlotte, yes. Jeremy said that he's fixed the volume. Does that sound better to you? Good. Thank you so much. Beth from Miami, fellow Floridian. We're dreaming of a white Christmas. This is as good as it's going to get. Anna, good. Thank you for your feedback. It always helps. We've had so many productions going on where we've been in studio, out of studio, back in, out. And so all these little tiny tweaks, they certainly can add up. So thank you for being so helpful to Jeremy. He appreciates that. He was giving me some thumbs up in the back there. Charlotte, yay, fixed it. Woohoo! Jane, yep. Well done, babe. Bright. Perfect. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Mikhail, hi. How are you? We're very glad you're here. Tiffany, Grand Rising from Georgia. And to you as well, my friend. Nearby neighbor. Janet, thank you so much. Jeanette, hi, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Yep. Beth, I think we're down a little bit more, Jeremy. Oh, Jamie, you're female. Thank you so much. Thank you for clarifying that. I'll try to commit that to memory. Well, let me tell you a little bit. Well, let me keep saying hello because we have lots of friends joining. Hi, Jada. Nice to see you from Lebanon. Hi, good morning. Well, good afternoon to you. Good morning, Karen from Southern Oregon. Hello, Helen. Hello, Geraldine from Western Australia. And yep, summer solstice down under. Of course, Esther. Hello. Happy solstice, my friend. Look at all your wonderful fairies and hearts. Y'all know me. We love emojis. Oh, Lori, good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Madison, Wisconsin. Jeanette is from Manitoba, Canada. Is that what I just saw, Jeremy? Yep. Look at all these welcomes. I love this. Juanita, good morning from Canada. Hello, hello. So you guys, this is snow's no big deal. It's very exciting to me. Janet says, not much snow in upstate New York right now. I love that. Perfect. Lee, hi, good morning. From the Shenandoah Valley, the mountains of Virginia. Oh, such a beautiful state, Lee. My husband and I, we got married at the base of the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia. It was so pretty. Hi, Maribel. Nice to see you. Candace. I always like to say hello to everybody. Sandy, beautiful holiday season from Tucson, Arizona. Yes, good morning. Elisa, good morning from Florida. Woo. Again, dreaming of a white Christmas. Hi, Caroline from Switzerland. You're an old seasonal snow pro. You may giggle at our snow, but it brings great joy. I would giggle at it too. I do giggle at it. Good morning, Deborah from the Bay Area. Yes, is that Bay Area, California? Bay Area, Florida? Could be down under even. Who knows? I love it. Dana, good morning from Maryland. I'm happy you're here as well, my friend. Mark, hello. You say the 2023 winter solstice, yep, is today, December 21st at 10:27 p.m. Look at Mark showing up with his knowledge, dropping the knowledge bombs for us. Eastern time, yes. The exact time and date of the solstice change slightly each year. So if this is your first time here, like Jamie, y'all need to know, like Mark knows I love science. This is my jam. This is my bag. I'm so glad you were bringing that for us, Mark. Thank you. What a beautiful contribution. Caroline, yes. Lisa Nanda. There's barely any snow in Toronto, and hopefully there won't be much. But your dog would be very upset because he's dreaming of a big white Christmas. Cue Bing Crosby. Deborah, yes, Bay Area in California. Thank you. Good morning, City, my wonderful friend from Philadelphia. Rich rising to you as well, and everyone. Hello, Eartha. Happy solstice. Well, if this is your first time joining us, one of the reasons that we take a moment and connect. Listen to the bulls, man. They're already resonating so interestingly. We'll talk about that in a second. One of the reasons that we connect is that you are an electric being. We know this. You have a biofield. It's the energy field around your body. Your biofield will expand and contract based on what you're picking up in your environment, how you're being influenced by your environment. So the outside influences the inside, as well as our insides influence the outsides. So whenever you come, when you show up, whenever you come into this area, this space together, whether it's for a fleeting moment or you're connecting with us even beyond this current present time, your biofield, your energy, your vibration begins to inform the oscillations of the bowls, the movement, the vibration, the sound of the bowls. And so it's very important for me as their interpreter to be able to be fully connected as I can be with each of you, even just in a cursory sort of way. So it always brings not only joy to Charlene personally, because I just like to say hello to all of our friends, but it also begins to inform the bowls. The bowls are really interesting. So they're made out of 99.999% quartz. And because of that, that means they're highly conductive of electricity. And electricity generates life. It moves life. Whenever we're nearing death, our voltage actually begins to shift towards zero. We can measure voltage within the body. So it's important to maintain that element of electricity going on in our physical space. And the bowls like to pick that up. So today, because it is a solstice time, it is coming to this point of stillness, this point of repose, before we then shift into the next part of our year. we're going to be tapping into this point of repose, this point of calm and stillness. And we're going to be listening and vibrating the specific frequencies of repose, of stillness. You see, whenever we connect to the outside world around us, suddenly our inner world becomes that much stronger. And it's because we're being able to hold the polarity of opposites, inside, outside. There's a strengthening that comes. If anybody's ever taken ballroom dancing, it's much like having that perfect frame. So you know where that partner is at all time. It doesn't matter what style. It's almost like riding a horse in that sense. There is a connection between the rider and the horse, or the two dancers. It's that holding of the opposite, the tension of the opposite, in which definition can occur. And in definition, we strengthen the opposites. The rider on the horse is strengthened, as well as is the horse. And suddenly they begin to move fluidly as one. Same with the dance partners. The female or the male, or the male and the male and female, whatever, the two partners, they're able to strengthen the other, that masculine and feminine energy, that solid dance. It's why whenever you have two masculine bodies, for instance, in a dance environment that are moving with very masculine type of energy, they move very differently whenever a masculine and feminine energy are introduced. Same thing with two female types of energy. This is not gender-based. It's the flow of the energy. Remember that yin energy coming in, the yang energy coming out, that masculine energy, the yin being the feminine. So when we can find that place of repose within polarity, we begin to have a different kind of experience. So that's what we're going to do today. Does that sound like a good plan to you? Well, one of the things that I really always appreciate about the bowls is that they subtly tell stories, not only of what's going on in the world, but what's going on inside of us. And today, when I said they were already speaking in really interesting sorts of ways, what I meant was that there was already a subtle stillness that they were beginning to cultivate. They were also really beginning to tap into, especially here in the Northern Hemisphere, that point of stillness where we're cultivating the slowest, longest, lightest, darkest, there we go. I needed a long winter's nap. The darkest day of the year. The darkest day of the year taking us into a point of complete calm, of complete stillness. And the great thing is that essentially tomorrow, technically within a couple of days, the light begins to return. That's what we're experiencing here in the Northern Hemisphere. We're actually experiencing the longest point of darkness, and then suddenly, here comes the light. Now, in the Southern Hemisphere, you're coming to a point where it's your brightest, your lightest day. You're experiencing so much light, and now you're going to begin that descent back into that point of stillness, into that point of winter, headed towards winter. So the bowls are absolutely reflecting that. I think that's one of the reasons I'm just kind of stumbling through this. There's just this, they're really telling me to shut up in a very gentle and loving way. So I'm just going to begin to heed their advice. So go ahead and find a comfortable position, either seated or if you would like to lay down your body, that's fine too. However you position yourself, I encourage you to maintain your spine to be as erect as possible. Whatever that needs to be for you, find comfort, but if you can maintain an aligned spine, it actually helps the energy move a little differently. You know, every session is totally different, and I never know what's going to happen, but if I had to project today, it seems as though we're going to be taken on a very slow, gentle, quiet journey. So if you need to push away any additional distractions, I invite you to do that now. But you do you. This is your time. If you have headphones, listening through headphones begins to generate, there might be some binaural beating that the bowls will start just gently picking up today. Binaural-like beating. Just a function of how the waves overlap and hit each other. This being a good example of that. So there might be some of that begins to come out. So we're really going to begin just to settle in, focus on our breath, begin to open the heart space and allow, stepping in to the stillness, the calmness of this winter solstice. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath in. Relaxing the heart. Gently exhaling through the mouth. See if you can't make that exhale longer than your initial inhale. This is called the physiological sigh. When you're ready, take another deep inhale in through your nose, filling the lungs to complete capacity. Holding that breath in, taking one last quick sip of air in through your nose before you exhale through the mouth, long, slowly. Letting that exhale be longer than the inhale. Feeling the heart rate already beginning to slow. Just slow your body down. Let's do that physiological sigh one more time. Deep inhale in through the nose, filling the lungs. Holding that breath in, taking one last quick sip of air in through the nose, then gently exhale through the mouth. Finding your point of stillness. A grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, think, imagine, or feel a beautiful golden cord of light originating at the base of your spine, that first chakra, that first energy center. And watch as that cord descends down out of the base of your spine, through the surface you're sitting or laying on, down through the floor, into the very core, the center part of the earth, wrapping, rooting, finding its place to solidify itself into the center part of our planet. Connecting, knowing that this cord will let you usher away any energy that you're ready to let go of, anything that no longer serves. Grounding away the old and welcoming in the new. But first we have to create the space. You may begin to sense that the cord is already ushering away old or stagnant energy. You may begin to feel tingling or dissolving through your physical body or your biofield, the energy space. Just let it be, whatever that is. Witness and observe, then let go. Directing your attention now to the point of your heart. Think, imagine, or feel a beautiful rose gold color, metallic, sparkling, glistening, gleaming. Taking a deep breath in as if you are inhaling that golden rose color straight into your fourth energy center, that fourth chakra, the Anahata. Just creating a centering vibration in this place that unites our upper and lower energy centers. Drinking in as much of this energy as feels good to you now. And when you're done, just allowing that rose gold color to dissolve away slowly. Settling in, listening and welcoming the vibrations of calm. Calm. A place of peace, a place of repose. Welcoming in the frequencies of serenity. listening to the frequencies and the sound of winter air. Listening to the sounds of peace. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in as you allow your heart to relax. Relaxing the heart. Maintaining that breath at a point of repose. And in your time, allowing the breath to exhale. Now in this moment, allow yourself to hear the whisper of an angel. Just let go and listen. Receive. It could be your guardian angel. It could be a friendly angel. Just receive. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. Just relax your heart. Feel that relaxation. And in your time, exhale. Relaxing into the frequency and vibrations of the solstice, dancing between the shortest day and the longest day of your year. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, and gently exhale. Beginning to direct your attention to anywhere in your physical or energy bodies in which you sense or notice any sort of heaviness, density, stuckness. Just gently direct your attention into that area. And witness what begins to transpire. Does the energy begin to move, shift, oscillate in any way? Does it begin to dissolve? Can you sense it beginning to shift down, draining out that grounding cord you established? What is it doing for you? In your time and when you're ready, invite that energy to begin to shift however it needs to for you. You may want to ground it out of your space. Just allow it to just gently dissolve down that grounding cord. You may wish to see it transform into something else. You may just see it dissolve completely. You may have no idea what I'm talking about. That's okay too. just set the intention that you're able and fully release anything that you're ready to let go of. It doesn't serve you. It's not to your highest good, where you are right here, right now. Clear your kingdom. Continue to explore your space, your body, your physical body or your energy body. Notice, witness anything that comes to mind that you may sense, yes, I'm ready to let go of that. Or energy spaces that you'd like to celebrate, you'd like to increase, you'd like to augment. Explore, find whatever it is right now for you that you would like to work, and allow these tones to support you doing so. Moving, bringing in your own magic, redefining your kingdom. Falling into the natural rhythm of your own flow. Celebrating each moment. The places you find that you're ready to release, celebrate that. You're empowering yourself. Noticing your physical and energetic bodies. How are you feeling? What sensations are arising? Just witness. Recheck your reality. How is your space currently defined? Magic would you like to bring in? What would you like to transform? Either to increase or to release. Connect to your inner magic maker, your inner magician. Once you've found something you would like to transform, begin to do so. Strengthening whatever that transformation is for you. Making room to do so. Rechecking your reality. What does it look like now? You see, when we are invited into a point of stillness, like that of the solstice, it's the time when we plant seeds, when we make a projection for the next 6 months. But that's only successfully done from that point of stillness. One last moment, at least for now. What is that magic you'd like to stimulate? What is it you want to manifest, you want to create? Find that energy. Connect with it. And plant that seed. Allowing it to root deep within your spirit. Into your space. Sealing it with pure love. The pureness, unadulterated, divine spark. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart and the mind to just relax. Bringing your attention now back to the base of your spine. It's that first energy center, your first chakra, the Muladhara chakra. From stillness comes greater insight. Today I invite you to reawaken and continue to connect to your greatest insight and direct whatever frequency, it could be color, sound, light, feeling, any sort of vibration, into this first energy center, this place of grounding where we deeply connect and align, rooting into this physical realm. Just see that frequency. Maybe it's a color, maybe it's a sound, maybe it's this sound. Directing itself into that first energy center. Beautiful. Absorbing that in. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart, allowing your attention now to shift upward to the place behind your navel, that second energy center, Swadhisthana chakra, this place of creativity, of rebirth, birth into the world. And from its watery vibrations, allow whatever frequency you would like to direct into this space. Do so now. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart, shifting your focus up now to your diaphragm. This third energy center, the Manipura, the seat of fire, of which there is much in your belly right now. Begin to rebalance and find that perfect flow of fire. Like a candle in the darkness, the candle defines the darkness. Not only does it penetrate and pierce what was once dark, it creates a brand new reality. Beautiful. Well done. Welcoming in whatever flow, energy, frequency, vibration would feel good and best and most supportive to you right now. Well done. Taking a deep breath in. Holding that breath in, relaxing the heart. And as you exhale, directing your attention now into that fourth energy center, the point of your heart. Directing in whatever energy serves you in this moment. What vibration do you need right now? Peace, harmony, laughter, love. Find your frequency. Some of you may feel a benefit by simultaneously considering your first energy center, that first chakra at the base of your spine, and the fourth. Good. Finding the balance and harmony between these two energy centers. Beautiful. And there's a couple of you as well that it feels as though you may want to begin to gently, also simultaneously, consider your sixth energy center. Touching into the first, the fourth, and the sixth, which is in that third eye center. And there's at least one of you who would like to connect that full octave of connection with the 8th energy center that sits just above your head. So you may be considering 8, 6, 4, and 1, all at the same time. If not, just focus on that 4. Letting go of any pain, any constriction. Good. Rebalancing this central point, this point between the upper, more subtle energy centers and the lower, denser, more physical energy centers. This is why the 4th chakra is called the Anahata, the unstruck sound. It is sitting in that central point between upper and lower, in that space of convergence. Its vibration naturally happens without ever being touched, because it's holding the center point of creation in your space. Well done. If you'd like to sit in this space for a little while, please do so. Otherwise, join us, or join us at your own time. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, and as you exhale, bringing your attention now to the place of your 5th energy center in your throat, the Vishuddha chakra, this place of expression, where what we speak becomes law. Many an ancient sage, wise man, wise women have said as such. Finding whatever frequency brings you greatest balance, drinking that in. Beautiful. Finding your perfect resonance. Well done. Taking a deep inhale in, breathing in more of this gorgeous frequency that you're cultivating. And as you exhale, directing your attention back now into the center part of your brain, into this 6th energy center, the Ajna chakra. This point of subtle illumination, that still small voice that whispers. It's when you know that you know that you know that you know. That's for you, City. Filling this very subtle point with anything, everything that serves you your highest good right here, right now. Allowing, expanding. Well done. Taking a deep inhale in, holding that breath in. And as you take Breathing in these last few moments of whatever frequency you're inviting in. As you exhale, direct your attention now to the top of your head, the crown of your head, that seventh energy center. Beautiful. The Sahasrara chakra, a point of connection to all of creation. This idea of pure universal consciousness. Beautiful. Inviting in your perfect balance. Whatever color, tone, feeling, vibration serves you. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. And as you do, relax your heart, maintaining this still breath held inside, and sit into your silence. Slowly exhaling deliberately through the mouth. Gently breathe in through your nose. Hold that breath in. One last gentle sip of air in through the nose before you exhale through the mouth. Find the perfect pace for your exhale. Begin to come back into your body. You may want to move your fingers or your toes or your nose. Give your back or ankle or knee a little shift. Gentle love. What do you need to do right now to come back into your space? You may want to gently rub those hands together to begin to generate a little more voltage and electricity. Coming back into this moment. And in doing so, once you've captured enough energy that you'd like to soak and breathe back in, you may want to place those two hands over your eyes. Breathing in that oxygen, that air, that vibrancy, that electricity into both your biofield as well as your physical body. Ushering, cleaning, moving. That actually just feels really good. You may just want to gently touch the outside of your biofield right now and see how it's shifted. Take a moment and reflect. You are in this point of stillness. Use this time for yourself. What do you notice about your space right now? Where can you feel your space? Is it out very far? Is it in very tight? Are there places that feel more substantial to you? Are there places that feel a little more lax and you'd like to say, hey, you know what? Let's just go ahead. I'm here. Let's bring in some more energy. Solidify, fortify a space. Take a moment for yourself. Whatever you need to do. You're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. In your time. And then whenever you're ready, just when you're ready and not before, you might want to snap your fingers a couple of times, bringing you back more fully into this present moment. I won't do that in case you're not ready. So you control that one. And in the meantime, I'd love to hear your experience. take a moment to drop in the chat, whether you're here with us on Insight Timer Live or over on YouTube Live. Hello, all my friends. I can't wait to connect with you. Yes. Sophia, hello. Hi, Netta Dai from Nepal. Good to see you. Yes. Hi, Mariam from France. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Satnam, good to see you. Mary T from Buffalo, New York. Annie from Lafayette, Louisiana. Yes. You're going to rewatch this again tonight. Yes, it's a good thing. That's one great thing about simultaneous broadcast on Instagram and YouTube. Wherever you find us, wherever you join us, this will live in perpetuity for you to revisit anytime you'd like on our wonderful YouTube channel. So if you, Insight Timer friends, if you feel like you need to go back and revisit this, you have that opportunity to do so. We'd love to give you that. It's always a good time. Like I said, you never know what's going to come from the bowls, and the bowls were really interesting today. And of course, hi Peggy. Hi Peggy, nice to see you. Much gratitude and love to you, and blessings on this solstice as well. Oh my goodness, friends, let's see. How was this for you? Oh, lots of hearts. So this was good. How are you feeling? Are you feeling peaceful? Yeah, the bowls. It was interesting. Like I said, I did not have a preconceived notion coming into this space. And you could tell today, probably, hopefully not too bad, but you could tell my brain was a little tired today. Normally we sit, so that's why, Mark, I really meant a lot of gratitude when you shared our wonderful science. This is very specific of what was happening going on. Normally we'd be talking about the phases of the moon and what's happening, and astrologically what's going on, astronomically what's going on. Today there was this real stillness that as soon as I sat down with them, I just had to lean into. So like I said, you never know. And there is this interesting flow too of the reflection of the vibrations that were very present. Listening, what is calm in this moment today reflected in this octave? What does calm sound like? What does the winter air sound like? What does serenity sound like? So that was really interesting. And then of course, the whisper of the angel was just, okay, unplanned. So I hope that was interesting. It felt like felt very strongly led into that place. So if that spoke to you, I'd love to hear if you're open to sharing it, and if not, that's totally fine too. It was your angel whisper, not mine. So, and then of course into that beautiful balancing that the bowls so generously led us through. That was really interesting time today too. So enough of my yammering. Let's hear how this was for you. Oh my goodness. Hi Jen, good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Laurie, thank you so much for your donation. Oh, that's so kind of you. I really appreciate your generous spirit, especially this time of year. Thank you, my friend. And Deb, thank you so much as well for your donation. What a lovely gift. Thank you. Deb, oh, I love it. You said, be sure to donate for Charlene for providing this healing if you're able. Oh, that's so kind. And your message as well. I appreciate your open heart and your willingness to connect people. Blessings to you all, and to you as well too, Deb. It's my pleasure. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. John, thank you for your donation. Natalie, thank you both so much for your donations. I appreciate you. May the spirit of the season bless you and yours wholly, wholeheartedly, this day and every day. You can have this Christmas spirit or whatever it is you're celebrating any time of year. It's a function of what it feels like inside. Doesn't matter what the world's doing. What are we carrying? So thank you for carrying that. And I trust and pray it'll be with you all year long, however you celebrate the year. Because we should celebrate every day, every year. Julia, deep gratitude to you as well. Anna, it was lovely. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. Emily, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Evelyn, you're incredible. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Evelyn, it's an honor. It's very humbling for me to be able to reflect the bowls. They were very melodious today. There was a lot of sonority going on, just enough dissonance to kind of bring up. And I loved how it was bringing up magic. We were actually connecting to specific intervals that elicits a point within our body of generating magic. It connects us to a magician archetype, remembering that we are all of the archetypes embodied into this living being. So it was neat how that was coming up, and a little bit of dissonance just to move things, but never too much. It was a very beautiful time. So the bulls take full responsibility for that. I'm just a stick handler, wrangler. That's my job. But thank you. Esther, thank you so much. Yes. Oh, look at all your, I love your emojis. It was deeply reassuring. Oh, good. Yeah. That's one thing. There's just hustle and bustle, especially leading into the holidays, leading into Christmas, leading into whatever it is that we celebrate, whether even the New Year, all of that. There's this constant go and go and go. And yet nature is telling us to still, to slow down, to quiet, to go within. And finding that balance between the inner and the outer world. It's a really empowering place in which to find yourself. So reassuring. I'm glad you shared that, Esther. Carrie, it was amazing. Good. I'm glad. Madeline, thank you so much for your donation. That's very kind. Carolina, amazing and powerful. Good. Yeah, it really was. Sometimes the bowls do sessions where it's kind of like, and that's literally all that'll come out of. Did you think I froze? Yeah, that's literally all that will come out of the expression, because sometimes it's beyond words, and sometimes you can sit here and riff on all of the amazing things that came up, or the visions that you had, or the sounds that you heard. Every day is different. Sometimes it's really just, I love that. Evelyn, yeah, you're on Insight Timer. Good. Yes, of course. Giselle, thank you for this. It's my pleasure. I'm so glad you were here. And Dallas, Texas, Evelyn. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay. Nicole from San Francisco. We have friends all around the world, from Australia to Nepal. I love it. Lots of people in Europe as well. We might have had one of our South African friends today here too. So much diversity and beauty that you bring. Giselle, you said you needed this grounding. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, Deb and PA, thank you so much. Again, I always love your support. So sorry, forgive me. There's a lot of stuff coming in the chat, so it likes to jump a little bit. Jeanette, it was beautiful. Yay, Jeanette, of course, from Rochester, New York. Guest, welcome. This was your first time. Oh, I love it. Very nice. Thank you for the wonderful start of the day. You showed up. You did the work. The bowls just got to sing with you. It was beautiful. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you bringing your energy and your kind words. Equanimity. That's a great handle. You're feeling gathered and centered. Yes, it's exactly that stillness, that point of holding the tension of the opposites. And when we do, centered, gathered, and reposed. I love it. Evelyn, you'll find us on YouTube. Good, yeah, YouTube. Just look up the name, Charlene Clossy. You'll find it. Actually, I think it's youtube.com/Charlene Clossy, so really easy. Cammie, it was lovely. Good. I'm so glad you were here, Cammie. Thank you for being here. Vina, yay, good. You were from Georgia. Good, oh, wonderful. Thank you for joining. Madeline, you feel amazing, restored, balanced, and energized. Really well said. Your neck pain is gone. Oh, that's wonderful. Well done. Well done. Really, really good. Oh, thank you for sharing your gift with us all. It's my pleasure. It's a journey that we all get to walk together, so I'm glad to be here. Esther, yes, this Esther's from Southern California. I'm so glad you were here. Yay. Jamie, another one of our first-time guests. Incredibly earthing and recalibrating. Yes, good. There was a lot of that happening in the bowls. There's a lot of tonal shifts, so we were changing keys a lot, setting up and moving into new, what I was referring to as kingdoms. We were literally reestablishing tonality for all of my musician peeps out there. So we were a lot of moving around tonal bases, but the bases were always centered around that second, third, and fourth energy centers. So there was a strong recalibrating and grounding into these three centers, and that makes sense. The second center into creativity, sparking of life coming forth. We're doing a lot of sparking right now. That power center, that E, man, it was really speaking a lot. So rebalancing that fiery element of purpose, of desire, of destiny, of will, bringing that into the space. And of course, the loving, soothing balance, equanimity of the heart space. So interesting that you said recalibrating, Jamie. Thank you for sharing that. Jen, soul centering. There you go. Love that too. It's perfect. I love how we use such interesting vernacular. Bright. It was beautiful. Yay. You had more opening in your heart. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. That's wonderful. Yeah. You might have been whenever we were talking about the simultaneously connecting to one, the first energy center, the fourth, the sixth, and the eighth. man, that will bring into some significant alignment in our space. Wondering if that was for you. Among a few others too. Evelyn, your heart is so full. Yay, gratitude. And to you too, Evelyn. I'm glad you were here. Blessings to you. Carrie, blessings and peace to you all. Yes, couldn't have said it better. I love it. Equanimity, walk in beauty as well, my friend. Daphne, love the name. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad to share time and space with you. Anna, feeling a lot lighter. You were feeling very heavy and grumpy. Yeah, much better now. Good. That's what happens. The world happens. Life happens. But you are the master of your own ship. You are the master of your own frequency. And while a ship can be tossed, affected, got a little wet by the waves around it, it can and will always maintain its upright position. Always, always. It's a function of even whenever it starts to drown, it will come back up to the surface. Just how this universe works. Nicole, oh, look at your emojis. Woo, woo, woo. Love it. Jamie, such a high calming vibration for you. Good, thank you. Oh, good. I'm so glad to see you. And this is a different Jamie. Lots of wonderful Jamies in the house. I'm glad it was, yes, very calming today. That's what the bulls are really locking into, that central and initiating vibration we got to listen to. Evelyn, peaceful, calm, joyful, and teary. I love that. Well done for changing your own body chemistry. It's what tears naturally do. You're shifting your own physiology right now. High five. I love that. Bright. I wish you, Jeremy, and your family a magical Christmas and sparkling New Year. Wonderful. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Love, love, love that. Oh, Jeremy. I think we have, do we have more? Yeah. Sorry, lots of jumping. Joe, yes, the angels said beautiful a few times. Oh, yeah. Whether it was this angel or your angel or maybe both. Very cool. I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, Catherine, you're going to do some journaling today. This is a perfect day to do it. And why? Mercury's in retrograde, so it's a good time to stop and slow and communicate. Communicate within. Journaling is the perfect thing to be doing in this time till we get to the end of Mercury retrograde about January 1st. And whenever we'll be expressing communication back out into the world. Right now, bringing that inward reflection in. You just intuitively knew that. And you're doing it. High five. That's really, really great. Elisa, thank you so much for your kind donation. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Nicole, this was so powerful and beautiful. Yay. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. I actually had a bit of discomfort in my stomach starting out, and it went with the grounding cord. That's wonderful. It's a great, Nicole, it's a great technique that you can do anytime. It's an energy medicine technique, an energy work technique as well, where we can begin to actually shift an expression of the physiology. We know that, quantum physicists know that any dis-ease actually begins in the biofield. And we're showing that through a deeper understanding of photons, these little, the tiniest particles in our body emitting light, but also carrying aspects and reflections of our DNA. So when we can shift our light, shift that protonic element, we're beginning to, photonic element, I should say, we're actually beginning to shift the protons and above. We're actually beginning to shift the physiology. So little tricks like that, you can do it any time. I love to ground. It's very important. It also might be very helpful now, especially coming out of the higher vibrations of the bowls. If you need to get into your day immediately, go ahead, re-ground yourself. Come into this time and space more fully. I even just snapped my fingers intuitively. Wasn't even thinking about it. It's a great way to direct our attention back right here. I love it. Evelyn, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Esther, very lovely, sweet, beautiful. Yes. May I ask about the darker bowls? Your eyes were closed, so you were playing the darker ones too. I was, yes. The darker ones, so they're either the higher octaves, so they're all of the white bowls are essentially one. We have a Christmas kitten who might be sneaking on set. My goodness. So all the white bowls are in the 13 notes that are in an octave on a piano. So all of the 7 white keys and the 5 black keys on a piano keyboard, plus then that note on top to create a full octave. Now the darker, or the black bowls back here, they're actually in the lower octave. So these big bowls, they're lower octave below this middle C. Jeremy, can you take an overhead for me, please, babe? Thank you. So these are the bowls that are lower, and you can tell they're a lot bigger. And then these smaller bowls are actually the bowls that are above this upper C. So here you got the whole set. So all of them were playing those really deep tones you might recognize. That's these guys. When you play the octave above, suddenly the world kind of comes into focus. So, great question. Equanimity, merry endings and happy new beginnings season in my energy. I love that. Oh, what a great way to put it. Dorothy, thank you for this beautiful healing. It felt very still and deep. You fell asleep. Awesome. Recalibration. I love that. Elisa, beautiful and healing. Oh, so good. Cherryberry. Hi, Cherryberry. It was beautiful as usual. Much gratitude. I'm so glad you were here. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Happy holidays. Deb, much thanks. Beth, it was hypnotic. Love that. Lee, thank you. My pleasure. Lovely style and sound. The bowls and your vibration. I'm just a stick hitter. My dog laid still by my side the entire time. I love that. I love hearing how our animals respond. Our kitten, it's actually my mother's kitten. She's hanging out with us today, and she loves the bowls. And our kitten, she used to actually come and sit. Y'all remember the little black and white fluffy one? She would actually come and sit in the space. This kitten loves to go and actually sit outside of the space, and she's out. It's amazing how animal responds to these sound. We had a story. We did a concert over the weekend, and there was someone who was going to be here in person, but there was a torrential storm, that tornado style kind of storm that came through. So she stayed home, and she had just adopted a new cat, and the kitty was not eating. It was not being accepted by the friends. There was just the rest of the cats in the house. It was a really traumatic time, and she was really upset and kind of at her wit's end. She said but she tuned in live to this online concert that we were doing. And as soon as she did, she said that kitty came out of hiding, came over, sat down beside her, and started rubbing her face on the phone, listening to the bowls. And she said she sat there. And then all of a sudden, after a little while, this beautiful feline creature, it was almost like she said, it was almost as though something shifted, it changed. And she got up and she started walking around. She didn't go back into hiding. And apparently she's been doing really well ever since. So the clearing works. Doesn't matter how many legs you have or don't have. So I love that. Thanks for sharing that. I love those stories. Lori, thank you. Grounding and connecting. Yes. Powerful and emotional. Yes. I love that. Thanks for sharing that, Lori. Madeline. Lee, you did the same thing with your dog. He also is balanced as well. Oh, that's so great. Jeanette, so very grateful for this magical season. Feeling this winter solstice to ground, to connect to the forest and my intuition. I love it. Thank you. Oh, look at your emojis too. Dorothy, thank you so much for your generous donation. Thank you. Lori, thank you. Magical as well. Wonderful way to celebrate the winter solstice. Yes. Grateful. Nicole, so grateful. We're grateful for you too. Suzanne, how about some intensive card writing? Yeah, you're guessing it was also a good day for that. Yep, that's a good one too. You're going to really express everything. Just make sure you always write from a point of love. If there's ever anybody, begrudgingly having to send a card to, take a moment, give yourself space with that. Be like, why am I feeling so begrudging? Why do I feel like a Scrooge? What has this person done? What have I learned about myself from that? Cool. Awesome. And suddenly you're the Christmas angel. I love that. That's a great idea. Carolina, amazing story. Yeah, really amazing. Jeanette, Charlene, and Jeremy, beautiful blessings in this magical creative time of year. And to you as well. Jada, thank you so much for being here. You said you made me feel like I'm in a magic movie. I love that. And of course, all of our friends over on YouTube as well. Miriam, you said it was wonderful. I'm glad you were here. Vonda, intuitive insights. The whole room was filled with love and divine laughter. Yes, deep gratitude and infinite blessings to you as well, my friend. I'm so glad you joined us. Janice, you were not on Insight Timer today that you could find, but you're in Canada and something was different. Well, I am so glad you found us here on YouTube. Wherever you find us, it's a good thing. I love that. Peggy, it was exquisite for you. That's so great. Janice, now that you know and you hear that we're on YouTube as well, you're so happy. Good. You enjoyed and love the passion. Oh, that's wonderful. It's easy to have passion when you're sitting in front of such powerful co-creators as these guys. So I appreciate that. T-Lady, now you said you're feeling a little under the weather today, but it lifted your mood and spirits. Thank you. It's my pleasure, as always. So for all of us, wherever we are and whatever moment this is, Charlotte, thank you for your donation. Wherever we are, I claim this with you and for you. You are a perfectly whole being. Whatever point of repose you're connecting to right here, right now, that's allowing you to slow down and reflect and remember your perfect wholeness, your perfect divinity, I celebrate that with you. I encourage you. I uplift your spirits. I just want you to know how very loved you are. So whatever this season brings to you, remember this beautiful day of holding polarity and opposites, whether we're holding the opposites of winter or summer, of the return of the light, re-welcoming the light, or watching it begin to slowly fade away. Remember that we're all in this beautiful cycle together, and that your resonance impacts the world whether you recognize it or not. That's not me waxing poetic. That is science. All you have to do is show up. We have scientifically proven that you simply by being, resonances of people actually generate change in their world around them, and they're not doing anything. So you being you is always enough. My friends, happy holiday. Whatever you celebrate, celebrate. From my heart to you, yours, I wish you the most beautiful and merriest of Christmas. Happy solstice, happy winter solstice, happy summer solstice. Just know, I love you. I'll see you next year. Be well. Sat Nam.